Hello, everyone. Good evening, and welcome back to Founder's Kitchen. We are in the same kitchen, just from a different angle, and I have really interesting topics. Really interesting. The topic is basically how to know what to do, just how to make right decisions always, and that's actually super easy. What I've figured out is that first of all, none of the decisions are perfect. You can't really, nobody can make a perfect decision. There is such thing as like a gut feeling, like kind of like where you lean towards, and that usually people think you should avoid it. It should be really based like on the analytical side of your brain to make any decision. I don't think that. I believe that if you have like a gut feeling and you feel like this is a better way to do it, do it. Gut feeling exists because it has experience and it has something, like it's telling you what to do, because you are programmed, but you are not always. You're programmed to do something, you have experience in something, but you don't always think of the experience. You don't have it written on paper, but you have it written in your gut, basically. So that could be a way to make decisions too. But in the same time, there's a lot of important decisions in life, especially in business. There's every single day there's a bunch of decisions. We eventually hit the decision fatigue. Like I've started just focusing so little on other decisions, like what to wear, what to eat, etc. Like I just don't even think about it because I don't have time. Generally, I don't have time. I don't have mental capacity to think about it because there's so many decisions that I have to make besides that it's just like doesn't gets in my way so much. So that's something, and that's gonna grow even more. I believe everyone, whatever you guys do, it is important to develop sort of a decision skill to make decisions quick, efficiently, and not over get overwhelmed by them. Too many decisions these days in life, and everyone's like trying to capture our attention. So, how to make right decisions? My conclusion, because I've been always the person who is, for some reason, I think I'm raised that way. Is where a lot of things I do, I think I'm wrong, and there's a lot of doubt in my head, and I was able to kind of deal with it. I've either suppressed it or I kept going all the time. There were a few moments in my life where I'm so stuck. I was just so stuck. But eventually, especially now, I realized this doubt never really leaves me. So you gotta deal with it. You gotta somehow find a way to not stop when you're in doubt. And what I've discovered for myself is that there is a version of you which is perfect. And that's something very interesting. You almost always certain about the type of person you want to be. Like you know exactly what the character that is, what kind of traits they have, what kind of clothes they wear, where they live, etc. Like you know perfect you, because you are probably like striving towards being that person every single day. So you know you have like a role model in your head of idealized version of yourself, not of anyone else, not of your friends, whatever, mentors, YouTubers, influencers, no one, yourself. Like you know what you really want. I think this is something very important first step to generate in general. And that's already half work done, because based on that you know exactly what your second version is, so you can tell your first current version what to do, right? And it sounds funny, it sounds simple, but it is simple. I just think it's so underestimated, underused. What I've done is I've written down just a paper, like three pages on a paper, like in bullet points. I do everything in bullet points. And I wrote down the character traits or skills or knowledge which that person, like Ilya 2.0, possesses, that I might not have it now, or I might have it in like limited form, limited amount, or I have it but I just want to make sure it's maintained. And I've outlined every single aspect of that Ilya 2.0 that is perfect, ideal. Like, he makes right decisions all the time. He's right. He's super successful, super wealthy. He knows everything. He does everything right. He talks to right people, etc. Like, I wrote quite a lot of points, to be honest, because I know so well what I'm moving towards, and that was pretty easy for me. It was very exciting actually to write everything. Like, imagine, just spend a bit of time kind of dreaming and kind of visualizing. That's something that's gonna help you quite a lot, because you know exactly what to do. You just literally, with that paper, I like three pages is what I've ended up with, and I printed them and I just stick them on my wall. Let's see how exactly that's gonna influence me. But when I've done that, I just live normally past few days, and I've been often thinking about, what would that person do? What would Ilya 2.0 do in that particular case? Where would he go? Where would he eat? What would he decide? Decisions is something, as I mentioned, like extremely important, and that exactly what can lead you. We are in doubt quite a lot, and especially when we transition from the place where we don't make any decisions to the business, for example, where every day you get hit by millions of decisions. A lot of them are pretty crucial. You gotta freaking find a way to cope with it, and you gotta find a mentor for yourself, someone wise, someone aligned with what you do and who you are. And that's only you, but older, and not necessarily older, but more mature, I would say, and more developed. So that's you, like second version, you 2.0. And this is something amazing. This is really great. I think what it kind of prevented me from is from draining myself, because there's a lot of imbalance in life. I think you easily can get into a lot of imbalance. You either are super lazy and don't do shit and find excuses, or you're the opposite. Like, you push through and you think you're doing better, but in reality you're just draining yourself. And that's my outcome. That's what happened to me many times. And so that person would keep you so well in balance, because every time you thinking like, oh, it's an excuse, I should take a cold shower. Sometimes it's right, that person would probably do that, but in the same time, like, if it's 10 p.m. and you were tired and you just want to go to bed, and you trying to convince yourself that the cold shower is something reasonable at that point, that's not. It's just your hate make a decision here, and not you real. And your real, like, version 2.0 of you would tell you, okay, this is a better way here. It just makes more sense. Detach yourself from all the emotions, detach yourself from all the anger, all the discouragement, all the I don't even know, disappointment, for any single emotion, from influence of other people, and just think, for that person, imagine it's not you, imagine it's like someone else just standing next to you, like like you, but 20,000 times better, perfect you, like ideal polished you. What would that person do? And that person would be telling you, okay, this is right, this is here, this is like, do that. It's hard, I know, but that's right. And it may be easy. Sometimes shit can be easy. It's fine. You don't always have to search for hard stuff. If you wanna, your goal is to not be always seeking for hard stuff. Your goal is to be successful and happy. So think what gets you there, and that person should get you there. The only thing that person does is making right decisions and living the right life. So follow that person. So that's incredible. I think that's really incredible. I think if you implement it in your daily life, I think of it every single hour, honestly. That helps me so much. Even in minor decisions, it does help me quite a lot, which is funny. And I think especially in the world where everyone's so unique and everyone is so every case is so specific, we can easily feel lonely. Easily, like, we're trying to share a lot of things with that person. They understand you, kind of like, hey, okay, this is true, blah blah blah, like, try this. They understand, but they don't fully get the whole picture of your life, because, like, you might be experiencing so many aspects. Like, the issue you have might have you experiencing might have a lot of different components, a bunch of different kind of pieces, right? And nobody can really grasp the entirety of it. And so you gotta find a way to, gotta find someone to help you with that on a daily basis, which is you, future you. That's it. That's it. Get the information from good people. Get information. Get something new. Get knowledge from great people. But you also understand every single person is different, and every single person can only help you in a certain way, and probably not with everything. There's no life coaches, to be honest. Life coach teaches you about life, but life is many things. So dealing with like this kind of loneliness is okay, and that's what I think, that system that I outlined in this video might really help you. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed it and got something new out of it. And yeah, if you wanna learn more about like the frameworks I use, or about any kind of mental, I don't even know, yeah, mental frameworks, mental structures, what I've been, how I've been helping myself personally, always reach out to me on Instagram. I always put it in the description. And yeah, have a great day.